Good Tavach, everyone, as we learn our segment, Quick Thoughts on Pirkay Avos. So we learned in today's Mishnayos that you shouldn't trust yourself. Al tamein ba'atzmecha ad yom meischa. Don't trust yourself until the day that you die. There's a very strong reason for this. And that is that as soon as you conquer one Yetzer Hara, the Rebbeinu Shalom puts in your path another Yetzer Hara. We can never rest on our laurels, right? That's what it says. Every day, b'chol yom, Yitzrei miskaber alav, a person's Yetzer prevails upon him, or mevakesh lamisai. Now, it has to be that way, because we need to always have bechira. We need to always have free will. Like the Gemara says, La'olam yargiz adam yetzer tov al yetzer hara. You should always contend your good inclination against your evil inclination. There's always a battle, the perennial battle. That's why it says that Kol hagadol mechaveira yitzrei gadol heimenu. Whoever's bigger than their friend, the yetzer is bigger than them. It has to be that way. Because since they overcame the Yetzer Hara not to go to Minyan, so now it's easy for them to go to Minyan. Now the Yetzer Hara tries to distract them from the kavanah in their davening. When you work on your davening, the Yetzer Hara tries to distract you from having kavanah on your tefillin. When you work on having kavanah in the tefillin, then the Yetzer Hara tries to get you to go to shul without a guf naki, without a clean body. When you work on that, then the Yetzer Hara tries to get somebody to get you to talk during davening. When you work on that, then the Yetzer Hara tries to get you to leave before davening is over. It is endless Yetzer Hara. And that's why it says, the more we grow, the greater our Yetzer becomes. So therefore, al tamein ba'atzmecha, you can't be sure of yourself. You always have to be vigilant. That's why in the Midbar, we had such a huge Yetzer Hara. We went 3 days without eating, without drinking. Why did Hashem give us so many trials? The answer is, if we didn't have big tests, it would have been easy shmeezy. We saw the Makkahs. We saw the miracle of the Red Sea. How could we be tested? So we needed great tests. Now it also says, the very famous lesson of Al Tomer L'Kisha Efne Eshne, don't say when I get a chance I will learn. Shema lo tipana. In other words, don't put off learning. Don't say in the summer. Don't say when I retire. The person says in the summer, and then he says, look, I had a very hard winter, and now my wife tells me I really need to relax. Otherwise I'll get sick. Person says when I retire, then when he retires, my memory isn't so good anymore. My attention span isn't so good. I wish I did it earlier. Al toimer l'kisha efna. Don't put it off. Do it now. Remember, the Yetzer Hara doesn't say don't do it, because he knows we're from a Yidden. We won't listen. He says don't do it now. Therefore, the Mishnah says don't listen. The time is now. We don't know if tomorrow is going to come. We don't know. Chas v'shalom, a person might not be here tomorrow. So happen right now, and in the schus of happening right now, maybe if you weren't supposed to be here tomorrow, you'll now be here tomorrow, because the learning is marach yamim. The learning gives you arichas yamim. Now we also said that there's another pshat, and that's al tomer l'kisha efne eshta. Don't say when I get a chance I'll learn. Shema lo tipana. It's possible that Hashem wants the learning of when you don't have the chance. He wants the learning with difficulty. It says, Chosh b'roisha yasek b'Torah. If you have a headache, learn Torah. So don't say when the headache goes away, I'll learn. Maybe Hashem wants the learning with the headache. That's l'fum tzara agra. As always, we want to thank you for joining us. Remind you that Daf Yomi this week is at 8:50. You go to zoomdaf.com and put in meaning code all caps RMMW. Also, we want to remind you that we are looking for sponsors for the shiurim. 718-916-3100, rmmwsi@aol.com. Thank you for joining us, and have a good tavach.